I might have to rearrange. What's going on? Welcome to another great Thursday night. Looks like I'm here solo tonight. There go Jack right there.
Come on, man.
So look, now that we here, you ever felt like you only getting half the story? So do we. That's why me and Jack are here to bite the topic. We're not afraid to ask the questions that the others don't, explore the angles unseen, and maybe even uncover a little something new. Get ready to rethink what you thought you knew. And now that that's out the way,
Oh.
how was how was your Memorial Day weekend?
Oh, it was cool. Just I actually went to go see Sinners.
I'm so glad you brought that up. But tell me what you thought about it first, because I got an interesting story about Sinners.
Um
Coogler, are you
well,
a fan of
thought it
Ryan
was
Coogler now?
I thought it was really gonna be like a horror movie, but it wasn't a horror movie. I thought it was pretty cool. I it's probably the first time I've been to the movies in about like physical movies, probably at least 12, 10, 11 years.
Did that spur your interest in the getting back out here and going back and sitting in the actual theater again?
It wasn't bad. The theater by me, it got like the little red chairs, the little lounge shits and all that, you know what I mean? So it was cool, but I guess it's just getting back used to the cinema experience. Like I swear to God, it was like fucking like a half an hour worth of previews. And I'm like, God damn, like the show was supposed to start at 5 o'clock, and the movie really didn't start till like 5:35. So I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So I guess it was cool eating that
What's your
buttery
favorite?
popcorn, the sugary ass goddamn um they got the little Coke machines that you can make like any combination of soda you want, like the Fanta Sprite or orange cherry Coke, or you know what I'm saying? So
The little red Coke machine you can do. Yeah, I know exactly which
yeah,
one you're talking about. Yeah. It
and
was
all that.
interesting because when me and my wife went to see Sinners, we had a few of our white friends with us, and my wife she works at a school, so she had some of the other school
Wait, so y'all did
women.
like a field trip?
Yeah, well, the teachers they watch free.
Okay, I
They
didn't
get
know
free
that.
movies. You know what I'm saying? So she loved to go hit the movies, but we usually take a few of them with us too. So
Mm-hmm.
when we get there and we get to watching the movie, she leaned over to me and said, I don't think white people gonna really be able to appreciate this movie.
Mm.
And the white people that was with us had mixed kids, so they were, of course, they was a little defensive and like, no, I knew I got it. But what really sealed it for me is that they don't got it is because I actually delivered to that movie, to that particular theater, and when I went in, I pulled up and there was a Verizon truck outside. And
Mm-hmm.
there was an old white man sitting there with a red shirt on. And I'm like, I know he's 78 years old. I know he ain't still working at Verizon. So I hop out the truck and I say, you still hooking up cable? And he said, no, I'm waiting on some of my friends. We're coming here to watch the new Mission Impossible. I said, oh, okay, yeah.
If you
He
got a
said, my
question, just
grand,
put it in the chat. Sorry, go ahead.
he said, my granddaughter got me to come out and watch that movie Sinners. Worst
Mm,
movie I've ever seen in my life. Didn't have any meaning to it, no understanding, no direction. It's just, oh my God, I can't believe that anybody watches that movie. And that's
mm-hmm.
when what my wife said to me kind of occurred. It kind of occurred to me what she said kind of made some sense. Um, he didn't understand that movie at all. All of the music, like the realms that the music took them through as he was singing.
Yeah.
How
Mm-hmm.
can he get that when he don't understand any of that? Because it was a black chick in there popping, and she had her braids, and they, you know what I mean. They had all kind of look like Ugandan princes. Then, like it was all the music genres in once through his voice. And if you was black, you understood that, but if you was white, obviously you didn't understand it. So Sinners may be a movie. I'm interested to know what other white people feel about Sinners or what they thought the true meaning of it. A lot of people were saying that concept is a ripoff from Dusk Till Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Dusk Till Dawn?
Um, I
Yeah, that's
believe
enough.
I did. I know it's a back in the day vampire shit.
Selma Hayek is in there, and I ain't gonna get into it because I don't want to
You
get
got a
off here
thing
and get
for her, huh?
directly into a fight. Man, listen. I kiss Selma Hayek tonight and get in trouble for it.
Oh
But
yeah.
if it was her back then,
Drinking
but
that
long
bath,
story,
you drinking that tequila bath water? Oh God.
tequila bath water is crazy. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm good. Well, good. I'm glad you got out and got you some time in, man. In public, you're not really a big public person,
Shit.
huh?
I'm about to go to
You
LA next week. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean,
you a little mixy?
I'm either in the crib in the studio or out of town. So you're right.
Okay.
You know,
Um, what
who
else
is
was?
Miss Miyagi? She had a question.
Yeah,
Black
I missed
women
it. Where was it
created
at?
all races, correct? So race is the same, only shades divide us and experience. I don't understand that. But Miss Miyagi, if you want to come up on stage and like dictate your
Physically ask
question
a
live, we
question.
could do that. Cause I don't read after 9 o'clock. So I
Oh,
don't
that's
really
crazy.
understand the
Got it.
context of the question. Yeah.
You say Miss Miyagi. Where was this kind? Where was this
I'm seeing
comment?
it on It's Jack Dan's Instagram
Okay. All right. Um.
in the
Yeah, that's
comments.
interesting. And it's not really about race, Miss Miyagi. If that's what you're thinking that we were saying, or that I'm saying, I'm speaking for me. It's really about culture. And with a name like Miyagi, I would assume you may be Asian, but that be, if I assume, then I could make an
I
ass.
mean, she doesn't look Asian. She just might got chinky eyes, maybe because she smoked the la 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 la. You
So
know,
my answer though to that would be that it's cultural, right? Because even though being black in America, technically we don't have any culture. Um, but
what?
yeah, there's really no. You tell me what's black culture.
I
Don't
think
say
I mean
shoes. Don't say shoes and clothes.
black culture is a smorgasbord of things now. But
Okay, so what is
are
the
you talking about like identity? Okay, so I get where you're going because you're like, okay, if you from certain
what's an
ethnicity,
Italian food?
pasta.
Okay, what's a Chinese food?
I don't want to be racist. I mean, or funny. I would say maybe dumplings
Okay,
or
what's a black
rice.
American? What's a black American food?
Goddamn collard greens and fried chicken,
Slave food.
hog maw. I mean, pigtails and shit.
Slave food. Why are we celebrating slave food? Like, so my point is like when I say cultural, one thing that black Americans do have is for the only piece of culture that we have, because really ain't no black community, right? Um, only thing we have is music, and I guess cats want to take credit for the clothing. I don't know about that because every country, they go into every other country to get these ideas and these looks. Ain't nobody here coming up unless you want to go with Air Force Ones and a big ass hat. Then maybe you know, maybe Black
I
Americans
feel like
can.
is that kind of like a shot?
I mean, it is what it is. You tell me a style that Black people came up with,
Well, I
clothing
mean,
wise. That was an original idea. It's got to be an original idea though. Kanye said his shoes was made after slave shoes, so that wasn't even an original idea. He took some old slave slippers and turned them into a Yeezy.
yeah,
So that wasn't original.
That's that Midwest shit, man.
I'm just
That's
saying
your
this.
boy.
Well, tell me what New York, what y'all put on the map.
Let's not get
Big
into
issue.
that. We'll be here all night.
No. I'm saying an original idea that y'all came up. I get it. Y'all wore Timbs, okay, but you didn't make Timbs. Y'all didn't create the idea of Timbs.
How you know that?
Because I know that there was some fashion designer behind that look.
How you know he wasn't from New York? How you know his feet wasn't? How you know he didn't have to walk? How you know he didn't have to walk to school on a snowy day? And his feet
everybody know all them designs coming out of Atlanta.
What?
All the designers live in Atlanta. We know that.
Maybe now.
I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
On to a positive. Let me get on to a positive note.
Yeah, please.
Because you look like you ready to just turn that into something else.
Always.
So it's graduation time. I got a son graduate this Tuesday. Hey, congratulations, boy! Congratulations.
What grade he graduating from?
So he going into the 12th, man. It's gonna be his last year there, but his sister and his little brother come next year. Boy, I done been out of this school 5-6 years. It's the school right here.
Wait, if he's graduating, he shouldn't still be.
No. He's graduating to the next grade. He's advancing.
Okay, cool.
Still part of graduation.
I've never heard that.
Listen, all my kids is your nieces and nephews now. I'm gonna start teaching you shit about kids, so you can start knowing for when you get ready. You know what I mean?
You know how many nieces and nephews and god kids I got?
I know you got.
I've just never heard advancing to the next grade be considered.
Don't nobody. So people, did somebody invite you to a fucking advancement?
No, invite me to a graduation. You said he
okay.
Went from
Graduation is a graduation. Who the fuck is calling it an advancement?
So wait. You just said that he's going from 11th to 12th grade.
Is that graduating to the next grade?
That's not graduating. That's advancing.
Okay, so that's an advance. I'm going to his advancement.
Well, if that's what y'all do in Michigan, that every grade I have a fucking ceremony for. I mean, that's different.
Yeah.
I just never heard that.
Yeah,
I never heard that.
We celebrating everything.
Okay, cool.
We celebrating everything, man. That's how we roll. Anyway, positive news linked to graduations. Have you heard about this kid in what is it? Decula, I think it was Decula, Georgia. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Look like Dracula, but
yeah, it's Decula, something to that effect.
Yeah, Decula, Georgia. He graduated. He on his grind so hard. Right when he graduate, he run back to Burger King, clock in. He in that bitch in his cap and gown, serving fries. Now that's dedication.
That's a beautiful thing.
So there were some parents there who seen it. I know they was white because I just know. And they decided.
Wait, how do you know that they're white though?
Because listen to what I'm going to tell you.
A lot of black excellence in Georgia.
Listen what I'm going to tell you though. They decided to start him a little donation and raise $22,000. You know, ain't no niggas doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ain't nobody black doing that.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Well, not normally, but I know. Well, go ahead.
Well, yeah, thank you. Thanks for agreeing. But I thought that was interesting. It just shows you that no matter what it is you're doing, if you are grinding, sometimes people do see that grind and it pays off. And so, you know, congratulations to all of the people out there that are advancing on your advancement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on your advancement and your graduations, you know. All the little young bucks moving up to high school this year. That's finna get beat up. Sad. But it is what it is.
I
What's been
think
going on?
we need to do more of that. That's a beautiful thing.
What you heard lately?
The dedication of really graduating, not advancing, graduating, and going back to work. That just shows that times be hard, and shit. I remember when I graduated high school, we went to the fucking Cheesecake Factory. So I can just imagine, this young man is going like back to work. That shit. That's a lot. That says a lot. That's a beautiful thing.
Burger King should have him in the advanced management program at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What you got? You got something new for me that I haven't heard about, or something that maybe I should weigh in on?
Well, I somebody just brought it to my attention that it appears that this summer we are gonna have a Clips album that's on the way. It appears we're gonna have a LOX album on the way. So somebody is like, "Where's the Outkast album?"
Okay.
So you have arguably two of the greatest. I guess you. I don't know. Depending on who you ask, I mean, I put the LOX as one of the greatest, but you have two of the greatest rap groups of all time. Mainly East Coast music dropping. So it just has me wondering, like, where's all of the other great groups? These other groups that you guys always speak about, like, where's the music? Did they quit?
That would be kind of like asking where is Michael Jordan at? Like, great people do retire. You know what I mean? Like Mobb Deep. I mean, not Mobb Deep, but yeah. All the groups you just named, they still trying to solidify themselves, man. The Clips?
What?
Stop, man. The Clips, man, come on.
So you don't. So you telling me you don't think the Clips is solidified?
I mean, the Clips. When I think of the Clips, I don't think of like the best group of all time. Like, where are you trying to put them at? I don't want to get into rating groups again, but what do you mean?
So you don't put Clips.
And your man Shada said, "Thank you, Shada. Tell this nigga. Tell him, man. Yeah, BX, man. And he from BX.
Clips is not from New York, so
the hard city in New York.
The dirty city in New York.
He said, chill out now. Chill out.
I said what I said.
He said the Clips album gonna be trash, and I agree with him. No, I'm tired of hearing that nigga voice. I mean, quit cussing, but I'm tired of hearing his voice, man.
Who, Pusha?
On another stage, we butter off the lays, bro. We tired of hearing that flow. We do something different because I'm not interested in listening to 12 tracks of that. I'm just telling you that right now.
But now we got Malice coming back. Malice, he actually did retire for a while. Now he's making his long-awaited return to the microphone.
Hold on, somebody called me a white man in the comments over here.
Oh, word?
I'm about to get on their ass here in a second.
They saying you're a Caucasoid?
Yeah, man. It's a whole lot of hating going on. It's all good though. It's a whole lot of I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, well, we know that the LOX, like lyrically, the LOX is probably one of the most,
Let's call it. Can we call a spade and just say that Jadakiss? Let's just say Jadakiss.
No. Whoa. Styles is Holiday Styles is one of them ones.
His best verses here was why they called me the Ghost.
No, I don't think so. We can have a whole nother debate about this. I really don't want to get into that tonight because
let's not
your
get into
buddy.
it because you love to debate me into some sort of musical debacle,
They're
and I
better
ain't
than
going for it.
D12.
Who was better than D12?
Both of those groups.
Nah, they up there with D12. They about in the same.
No, they're better than D12.
Nah,
D12 is not fucking with the lots.
you might be right, but they better than the Clips.
Nah, they don't got more hits than the Clips.
I ain't trying to do it. In other news, your cousin at it again.
Wow, damn, I got all these cousins. Who's my cousin this week?
Kevin Hart.
Oh,
the same blackness. So listen, Kevin Hart said,
"Are you black shaming me?"
No. My dad was dark. Kevin Hart put out a statement that said we must teach our children the true history of Black Americans when they were kings of Egypt and not just the era of slavery that is cemented by the education in America.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the time when we were kings? Now,
do you remember?
The interesting thing about this, and I didn't expect this, and it's for a lot of you cats out there that be running around every morning. You calling some female, calling her queen, and she calling you king. Let me tell you what the Egyptians said. The Egyptian said,
was there a specific person in Egypt that said this? Did they give
all the Egyptians? They said it together. So remember how they did "We Are the World" with Michael Jackson and them? They did it. They put a drone outside and everybody came outside. You know how they play that?
All them motherfuckers went to the Sphinx and said this.
Everybody gathered around the Sphinx,
smoking Egyptian hemp, and went in front of the Sphinx
and hummed this shit.
Okay, cool.
So they said it said many Egyptians felt that the comment was an attempt to blacklash Egyptian culture.
Blacklash.
So they calling it blackwash. I'm sorry, blackwash. Okay. They said it's an attempt to blackwash and steal the history and cultural identity, and they say that modern Egyptians identify only as Arab and that the Afrocentric view is not a part of historical facts. I think that's deep. They're cooking. They basically said all that king and queen stuff y'all been talking about, the shit's fake. Y'all not from here, which is true.
Well, because they're not from Egypt. Maybe they're from a little more, But I mean,
they about to stop letting black people go on vacation in Egypt, man. And that's we supposed to be kings and queens over there. So history will always be written by whoever wins the war. That's why it's called his story. That's a fact.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the only reason that I've ever been interested in going to Egypt is because I want to take one of them pictures with my hand, like I'm petting the Sphinx, and just get up out of there. I come on.
You don't want to try none of the food there?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Yeah, they eat some interesting shit there. I'm not gonna get into it here because they're gonna think this.
Yeah, they be eating camel hump and shit like that.
But that meat might be tender. Who knows?
Now they said that the camel hump, because that's where most of the water is stored, is very has like a velvety texture or whatever like that.
So he had a show over there in Egypt and they canceled it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, they're asking. The official comment is saying that they had some sort of technical difficulty, but the Egyptians, they had all of their Egyptian news channels. Most of the Egyptian news channels was basically saying he bet not pull up. So,
listen, I feel like when you're dealing with those countries and with those weird kind of governments, if they tell you something like that, or if they give you some type of warning to stay away, you should. Like, um, because you never know. Like they may feel like his comment was like some old treason type shit, and they'll fucking lock his ass up.
Yeah, facts. You won't be coming home for a long time.
Try to make like an example out of him.
I definitely done
You know what
seen
I'm
that
saying?
happen. What's her name? What was the little female that went over there? Brittany
Little
Griner.
female. Well, she
Well, she
went to
ain't
Russia.
little. Yeah, she definitely ain't little. I'm glad you said
She
it like
bigger than
that.
you, boy.
She always got something crazy to say.
Nah, but
Bigger.
they got I mean, but it's been going up crazy. Like they got they just let Chris Brown out from over wherever he was at, and it was someone else that was that's jammed up overseas or was jammed up overseas.
Speaking of jammed up, and I'm glad you just said that because jammed up might be the catchphrase of the year.
Jammed.
No, no,
Okay.
no. Well, I guess unjammed.
Okay. Let me see where this is going.
You know, I think you know where this is going.
No, I don't. No, I don't. It's always a little mystery with what you got going on over there.
They saying Trump is a hero, man. People in Chicago is saying Trump is a hero.
Yeah, he just got him a lot of votes.
Freeing Larry Hoover. Well, not freeing him, but I guess he commuted him.
Commuted his sentence.
Yeah.
His federal sentence. Let's be extra clear.
And he still have state charges, I think it sounded like.
Yeah, he still got 200 years on the state charges.
So,
but from what I heard, him commuting the sentence, obviously, I think he still has a lot of influence as Trump a hero. He still has a lot of influence. So I think that will probably move the state to maybe like relax or give him some grace and maybe do the same thing, pardon or something like that. But also I think what I heard was that he wasn't really able to get like no visits, or maybe like only his wife, or he wasn't able to get no visits because I think he was like in the super duper max joint. So
well,
now
yeah, they charged him in 73, then they brought him back in I think 97 and charged him again because they said he was continuing the criminal enterprise from in prison.
Right.
So they have to limit. That's what they do to you when they limit your mail. All your mail come in electronically, it's scanned. They read everything. You don't get no personal time. But I mean, I've read statements from Larry Hoover that said that he's not a part of that no more. And some people say, well, he has to say that. Well, maybe he's just an old man now. A lot of these gangs was made up by 8th graders, man, 7th graders. When these gangs was made up. When you grow up, you start to have that. And I'm not knocking them because I got a brother that's 49 right now and come in here and throw 2 pitchforks on the screen so hard the camera break. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but
what
my point is,
pitchfork stand? What's that, folk?
Yeah, folks. But
Okay.
I'm not a big gang member, but we are in the Midwest, so
they run that shit out there.
Well, we're heavily influenced by it. I wouldn't say they run it, but they're heavily influenced in Indiana, Michigan, any of the Midwest states. The Gangster Disciples is probably the biggest gang in America, numbers wise. So you can understand why the government would be a little leery about letting someone with that much power come out. But this cat, it was a political cat from the beginning. When they first started out, these dudes used to go up to Congress all the time. And But that's what's scary about some of these leaders is like when they want better for their community, and some people don't want better for the community. It's a direct headbutt. So, shouts out to Trump for letting Hoover go, and not only that, he young. Where all my young people at? Y'all been hating on Trump. He let y'all boy out. Y'all said he was the best rapper in the world, and now he free. NBA young boy. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I hope that young boy comes home and does the right thing, man. You know,
I think he learned his lesson now, man. We gotta relax on young boy a little bit, man. How they be doing him?
You know, young boy basically got like the ultimate get out of jail free card. The ultimate, because it seemed like I don't know what he was sentenced to. He was jammed up. But I'm gonna tell you this though. I feel like
Tino, you want to come up here and make your argument?
Who?
My boy Tino.
Tito Jackson.
Let me know, man. I'm gonna put the link down there for you if I can remember how to create the link.
Go to invite and go to copy. Then take it and go Control V into whichever field that you feel like you want to you want to do that.
Jesus Christ. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to.
But I'm gonna tell you though, I think that with that happening, because you got to remember, Kanye played a big role in bringing the awareness to help free or help with the. I feel like help this happen with Larry Hoover. So I think definitely in Chicago, and maybe depending on what the ultimate result of this, Larry Hoover, like I think Kanye get a lot of cool points back in the black community because of this.
Tino, click that. Come up here.
He gets a lot of cool points back.
You think Kanye is almost directly responsible for this?
I mean, you don't remember they did the because I remember I was supposed to go. They did the show in LA with remember when him and Drake made up or allegedly made up, and Jay Prince was a part of it. They did the big concert in LA.
Yeah. How you I wonder if Rick Ross gonna do something. All that Larry Hoover that he was screaming. I feel like Rick Ross should put some work in.
I mean, I hope he got a couple of dollars for him.
I mean, he should at least at the bare minimum have a couple of dollars for him.
You gotta have a couple of dollars for him.
Now they both free. He can put them both in his remix. When Dirk
that
did
would be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, have them both in there with Dirk on a remix.
Now this is what I'm gonna say. If Hoover, who I feel like allegedly, from what they said, did all of this stuff, right? I think that there's a lot of people. There's one kingpin that I'm thinking about from New York, from Queens, that I think that makes him possibly getting released be a lot more likely now, possibly.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
You don't want to say it?
Oh, I'm just saying. Do you know you know who I'm talking about though, right?
Say it again.
I just want to see if you know who I'm talking about. I know who I'm talking about.
Say what you said, a little bit of what you said again. I ain't gonna lie, I'm over
here. I said another kingpin that's in the feds from New York, from Queens specifically. I think that if Hoover, got this, I think there's a good chance that it might be another one coming home soon or coming home eventually.
Supreme or somebody?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Is Supreme reformed?
I can't answer that.
It's all about the reform. You know what I mean?
I mean, Prince is home and Prince is doing a lot of great things. I see him
How
doing a
long
lot
did
of.
Prince do though? Didn't he do 30?
He did 40.
He deserved to be home.
Prince
Time
was in
served.
jail since like 1986, 87.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's a big difference, but Preem been jammed up for almost 20 years, since about 2004, 2000, maybe 2003, 2004. He been jammed up for about 20 years.
At the real question I'm asking though is like, at what point does the black community start realizing that we gotta ride with somebody that's elite, that's riding for us? You know what I
mean? Well, I think
like all of this Trump is racist shit, this shit gotta go.
I mean, a lot of the rhetoric and shit that I've seen is that, you know, he's doing this purposely and he's doing this to, you know, basically pacify us and to make us look into, you know, freeing.
But for what reason? He don't need a re-election. He don't need our votes.
You don't think so?
For what? He can't be re-elected.
We don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of years. That we don't know.
What are you referring to? Be clear. What are you saying when you say that?
What am I saying? That the law may get changed.
There's no such thing can happen.
Why?
Because that's a part of the Constitution, and the Federalist
Papers won't allow it. You don't think the Constitution can be reformed?
No, it can do. You can put amendments. You can make amendments.
Okay, amendment, right? Okay,
you can make an amendment, but that specific amendment can't be made. The forefathers thought about this shit. They knew that somebody was going to try to take control.
Where does it say in the Constitution that this amendment can't be touched? That this can't be touched, reformed, changed, ratified? Nothing. Where does it say that in the Constitution?
It says that no one man can have supreme power over this shit. That would mean he could just change it to be. This is the standard rhetoric that you see on CNN or one of these big news channels that's primarily Democratic, is that, oh, you hate Trump? Well, you really finna hate him because he finna be your president for the next forever till he die. Bruh, you know how many people had power like him? And you can't do it. You get an 8-year term. Certain things in the Constitution is set in stone. And then if you have to read the Federalist Papers to be able to decipher exactly what it means. And you're never going to find enough federal judges to say that, to vote in the direction of let's make him the supreme leader. It's just never going to happen. People don't even like him that much. They like him. I like him because he tearing shit up. I don't understand what all these other people want to go back to. You want to go back to something? You want to go back to the way things were? Like, dog, let's switch shit up a bit, and then y'all can vote Bernie Sanders back in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, 106 years old. Go on, get him in there. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to make this a political show, but I'm just saying I figured everybody was pretty much talking. I heard some people, I seen some Facebook posts where they was like, man, y'all niggas, y'all don't know Larry Hoover. Like, you know, everybody, this might revitalize gang life. Well,
I think he's a lot deeper than the gang stuff. I think, you know, a lot of the gang stuff that happened, not just with what he represented, but what other people, is because of the oppression, because they were trying to, you know, send a message for our lives to get better. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like despite whatever he's done in the past, that maybe with his years of, you know, sitting up and seeing how the world is, that, you know, he could have, now that he can maybe speak a little bit freer and do more communication, that, you know, he could use that to have a positive impact. Because even if he said he dropped his flag or he ain't, you know, jacking it no more, right? That don't mean he ain't powerful. That just means that,
well, he the poster boy. He's still the poster boy.
It's still going to be a lot of respect.
But he always was a teacher. He always was a teacher. I think he has the voice to go on in the politics. And you can't, what you gonna say? You got a felony? You can't use that no more. Use that no more. It's all types of people with felony in public office now. So and he was all for the community before he left. So as far as the Hoover thing is concerned, I mean, I'm glad he's free. I don't think nobody should be sitting in prison for 30 years unless they
did some real like.
Yeah, it's got to be heinous. Like, but I guess they blaming all crimes of anybody under his flag on him. So if you do that, then I guess so. But I don't ever believe shit that half the shit media say anyway, because they put you on the news so fast and say some bullshit and won't correct it.
I think I had sent you some shit on Instagram. Did you hear about what was I sent you something about Kennedy, that there was a declassified document that they wanted to do like bombings and all this type of crazy shit back in the 60s and try to blame it on Cuba.
Who was they gonna bomb?
Like they were gonna like do it to the planes and bomb some building down south. I sent it to you on Instagram, but it was a document that was declassified.
Yeah, my boy NATO said 200 years for one murder though. Yeah, that's beyond overkill.
Who said that? What happened to your boy? You said was gonna pull up.
He in here in the chat typing because his beard ain't lined up right now.
Man, you got a chance to be a star and you give a fuck about your beard right now, my nigga?
Nigga ain't got his beard lined up.
Come on, man. You better put a
he commenting like a motherfucker though. He said people get murdered every day, B. Get your good commenting ass together and click that link. That's what you do.
He could do the he could let his avatar talk. You know, niggas gonna
let your avatar talk for you. Come in here and turn your camera off.
But I forgot a beard is not like a head, like a head.
He talking about I'm good.
Oh, he could just keep doing it.
About the January 6th motherfuckers.
He could tie a bandana across his mouth or something. Shit. You know, gotta make it happen, baby. You know,
send it. I sent it. It's in the chat.
Prime time.
Hold on.
KNICKS is winning. Yeah.
You think they're gonna do it?
Come on, man.
It's right there. Click that. Come backstage so I can bring you up.
KNICKS is up 84-64. You know we coming hard.
I think they got that. What they about to make a 7-series game?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to Indiana, whoop ass there, get one out of there, and then bring it back to Game 7. Come on, man. You know what time it is.
Yeah, they're making it a good series, man. They're making it a real good series. I really don't be into that basketball shit, but I did just see they was doing some kind of comparison. I think it was
you said you not. So what sports did you play as a kid? Like lacrosse or some shit?
Nah, I wrestled. I was a wrestler.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
I wrestled, I boxed.
You was like all state wrestling? You was on you was like
funny
some
story.
You wrestled Rob Van Dam?
No, but the second best, a cat named Mr. Ireland. Oh man, listen, I did a prank one time on my gym teacher. As I can't think of his name right now, but I seen his name in the phone book. I was like, oh, this guy, Jim Hagedorn, that was his name. And I called him and he answered. I knew it was him. I hated him. He always used to do so much bullshit to me. Here we go, right here. Hold on.
That's Taz Nato.
Taz Nato, man.
Okay, cool.
Nato, what up, boy?
What it do?
Man, your beard don't look that bad, man.
Man, don't be listening to this nigga, man. He be saying some wild shit, bro.
Who, me?
That nigga had the Clippers on.
Nigga Capone, man.
The nigga had the Clippers on, man.
Man, anybody had no damn Clippers on, bro.
Yeah, what's going on though? Talk to us.
What's good with it, man?
This my homie right here, man, and he was also one of my group mates in one of the coldest groups ever. Nat the Zach.
Yeah. This nigga said he let out Larry Hoover and motherfucking NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
How many white January 6th motherfuckers did he let out?
I hope he let them all out.
All the white motherfuckers?
Yeah, let all of them out, man. They was fighting for our freedom.
Two niggas and hundreds of white people, and you worried about talking about politics like this nigga
Wait a
was the
minute.
nigga.
Now, when we start talking about two niggas, that we talking about two niggas now, you forgot about Kodak. You forgot he let out 30,000 motherfucking niggas. If you really want to get technical, and you can pull it up while we're talking about it. Yeah, he did change the law. Did guess who made? Joe Biden. Yeah, put us all in prison. All the little predator, all the little predator shit.
That was your boy. That was your boy Clinton in there, but you know, we don't want to get back into history. Let's go towards the future.
Now, we gotta go back to I ain't gonna lie. I know a few people that either came home because he reversed that law, or they got some time knocked off. If they didn't come home, they got a lot of time knocked off. So we got to talk about that.
Definitely. I know them too.
It's a fact. So listen, he got to let out some of his homies too. These motherfuckers showed up to listen to his rally and then went to the White House and tore shit up. Now, I'm not saying that I'm riding with them. All I'm saying is that's the kind of loyalty I like. If I show up and fuck some shit up for you, come get me out. You got the power to get me out, come get me out. That's all I'm saying, Nato.
For sure. Well, at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to this too. The nigga that invented Timberlands was not from New York.
Okay. Let me guess. He was from Battle Creek. Where y'all from?
No, definitely not. He was a white dude.
From where?
Nathan Schwartz. Look him up.
Okay. I don't got time to Google that. We on thing. But where's he from? Since you got the info there.
Oh no, you got to do some leg work too, since you wanted to say all this.
Wait, hold on.
How you know he wasn't a nigga from New York? Okay, I looked it up instead of just asking.
So listen, so you came on.
Why?
You came in my living room to correct me, and you can't give me the information. Like if you said something, I'm not gonna come in here. I'm there, nigga. Look here, like. The niggas from Ontario.
I'm gonna look it up. I got a whole nother I got a whole nother phone over here. I can hop on there.
I mean, we all got 3 phones, computers, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to come on my couch and correct me, come with the information.
Oh, let's keep it 100, bro. I'm not trying to correct you. You know, I like to debate though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never gonna try to come off disrespectful. I'm just
no. I ain't taking it.
Jack just like to talk shit.
I ain't taking it the wrong way.
Get on Jack ass calls though. He be in here thinking that when a nigga come in, he gonna out talk him. He not. This ain't that, Jack. Listen, Nato, I wanted to get your opinion on this Kevin Hart thing. What you feel about these Arabs correcting niggas and saying y'all not from here. Y'all didn't build these pyramids, and y'all not kings and queens. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, I got to do some more research. That's a fact. I just heard about that. I don't know enough about it to have an actual opinion. I ain't gonna do that.
Well, I mean, let me ask you, have you ever heard a nigga calling himself a king?
From where?
From anywhere. Good morning, king.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know that stems from niggas thinking that they was kings and queens in Egypt, right?
Yeah, that come from like King Tut and all them, you know what I'm saying?
And now here the Arabs came on TV on like 10 of their networks and said, listen, y'all not going to blackwash. They calling it blackwashing. Y'all not going to blackwash our history with y'all bullshit African-American shit. We Arabs over here. So, I mean, that just fucks a lot of niggas' daily routine up. Cause now when a nigga be like, good morning, king, I just feel like hey, listen, the Arabs said.
So you saying that there was only kings and queens from Egypt? There wasn't none from nowhere else in Africa?
The ones that mattered was in Egypt. They're the ones that built all the greatest things.
Oh, so
those are the ones that was broadcasted the most heavily because it's close to Europe and closer. You know what I'm saying?
If there was other kings and queens, tell me about something they built or did that makes a significant.
Let's talk about Hannibal. Why I named myself Hannibal from Carthage. Hannibal Barca.
What about it? Give us some research. Give us some background.
Come on. This is the greatest story. This is the greatest war general and tactician of all time, where a lot of his divisive strategies are still studied to this day. Denzel said he wanted to do the Hannibal movie. He wanted to play Hannibal.
Why didn't they do that? I think that anybody would have jumped on that if Denzel wanted to do
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, he probably backed down after that gladiator shit. They ain't like that.
yeah, after he kissed that nigga.
Yeah, they ain't like that gladiator shit.
You think that was really him or AI?
I mean, I kind of think it was AI because he won't even kiss a white woman, but you gonna go on camera and kiss a nigga? you gonna disrespect your wife like that? That's crazy, bro. That don't make sense.
But they say that's good acting though, because didn't Will do it too?
Oh, he did worse. This nigga was naked in a bed with another man. You know what I'm saying? They had this whole ass crack on screen. That shit was crazy.
I missed that movie.
Oh yeah, that was one of his first movies.
Give me the title to it, Jack, so you can check it out.
Nah, I'm cool on that. I'm gonna take y'all word on it. I guess y'all was watching that in good old Battle Creek.
Oh no, nigga. I ain't never watched the movie, but they got plenty of clips of that shit.
A box of cornflakes.
You think everybody from here eats cereal?
Huh?
You think everybody from here eats cereal?
You got to. Come on. This is like a nigga from New York saying he never had a glizzy before, never had a beef patty, or never had a slice of pizza. If you from Battle Creek, every one of y'all niggas gotta have a favorite cereal or something like that.
That is a fact though.
That's a fact. Everybody got a favorite cereal, but I ain't ate cereal in years.
I wouldn't be surprised if like let me see.
They get that shit out free around this bitch,
no bullshit, please, Jack.
For real, they get that shit out free every year around this motherfucker. Nobody give a fuck about cereal around here.
They be giving out the Kellogg shit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kellogg's and the Post shit for free.
You can go down there with like $8 and get a box of 50 boxes, you heard?
So why y'all niggas don't be selling them shits on Amazon or something like that? That's a flip right there.
No, you can't sell. It's a law against that.
Yeah, you gonna get fucked up trying that shit. You know, they don't play that shit.
So it's like on some welfare shit. Like they say, hey, it's like a rebate. Like, hey, you bring $10, we're gonna give you 10 boxes of cereal.
No, they give to the community. They've been doing this for a long time. I'll tell you a bunch of stories about Kellogg's.
Kellogg's making Rice Krispie treats, all types. Y'all could be doing all types of shit with that.
Been doing that shit.
All that. You know, this is the home of the longest breakfast table, man. Come down here. Come down and have you some breakfast, man.
I'll come out there. I like
they
travel.
serve a million motherfuckers every year, bro. That's crazy. We only got 50,000 motherfuckers in our population, but somehow they serve a million motherfuckers.
It's a fact.
So let me hold on. I'm a little intrigued here. Let me stay here for one quick second. So, like in Battle Creek, does most of the people work for Kellogg or Kellogg adjacent or something like that?
No. Kellogg. It's Kellogg's and Post.
Yeah.
Two different, but no, most of the people here have factory jobs.
Like, and we used to have General Mills. They used to make cereal too.
Yeah. Y'all had all the cereal factories there.
Yeah. That's where they lived. This where they came and lived. It used to be called Milltown, but we ain't gonna get into Battle Creek because even the movie Battle Creek only had 2 viewers. So
right.
I don't want to get into that.
They did us real bad.
But I did want to NATO. Did you and Jack? Did y'all see that the Chinese space station found a new bacteria growing in the space station? It's the first time they've ever been able to get on record. It's not anything surviving and growing in space.
Would they let some General Toso up there or something and it turn into bacteria?
I don't know, but they saying that they actually facing some movie shit. Like they might not even be able to come back to Earth.
That's got to be slightly racist, man. Damn. He mispronounced it and used the food to create the bacteria.
I know. Listen. I know it's General Sal. But come on, everybody.
You got it wrong twice.
What is it then?
Tao.
No. Tao is Tao, not Sal. The T is silent. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't eat this shit, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But everyone. Okay, so whatever. Sal, but we call General Toso, nigga.
Listen, they talking about these motherfuckers might not be able to come back to Earth, Jack.
When you looked on the menu as a kid, you said, I want some of that General Toso.
They saying these niggas might not be able to come back to Earth, man, because the shit could be too dangerous. Imagine being up there and they telling you, look, you can't come back to Earth because some of that bacteria might be on you. So we're going to We're gonna send you some supplies up. Y'all just gonna keep working
Just
out of
figure
here.
it out. Just keep floating.
Dog.
Hey, if you ask if you ask Neil deGrasse Tyson shit, that would be intriguing for him. You know what I'm saying? He'd love to be trapped in space.
I don't know if anybody want to be trapped in space.
I mean,
Bro, it got to be a movie for that, my nigga. It got, you know what I'm saying? What was that? The Thing, where that motherfucking bacteria, or whatever, came back from outer space, and when what was it, Kurt Russell and all the motherfuckers, they got attacked by that shit out there in the tundra. Y'all remember that movie, The Thing?
Yeah.
I never watched that.
Yeah.
I think y'all a little bit older than me, so some of that shit I don't know about.
Yeah,
Nigga,
that's what they trying to prevent from happening right there, nigga. They don't want them to bring that bacteria down here. That shit gonna metamorphosize into some
I mean, shit, they can send them motherfuckers
crazy
to
shit.
Antarctica. They got some shit going on over there.
Oh yeah.
Send them niggas to Antarctica.
Yeah, motherfuckers go to Antarctica and don't return. Motherfuckers got to get permission to go to Antarctica.
Yeah, you know they got some shit going on over there.
Facts, bro. They got some shit going on down there.
So
Speaking of Chinese,
speaking of the Chinese or Asians,
Philippine.
y'all seen what Manny Pacquiao on, right?
About to make a comeback.
He about to come back and fight this cat. Not what you see there. He gonna fight a dude and be the oldest returning champion. And he talking about when he done with him, he gonna dust off Gervonta Davis. What say
He
you?
ordered in what's his name? Hopkins and motherfucking Foreman. He ordered in both of them.
No, he actually hold the record already for this, and he's
For the
about to break his
oldest
own record. He's about to break his own record.
For the
Man,
oldest
he's
returning
supposed
champion.
to be like a fucking like a president or something, a governor of.
Yeah, he like the governor
Yeah.
over there. Yeah, they were. Yeah,
They don't have governors and stuff. They got like he got like a chancellor or some shit like that. Though. I don't know what they got down there.
the champion right now for the whatever belt this is, Mario Barrios. He's coming back to whoop his ass, and when he done whooping his ass, he whooping Gervonta Davis' ass. Who you got in that fight?
I don't think he's gonna make it to Tank.
If he do,
I mean, shit, he make it to Tank. Tank gonna whoop his ass, but he ain't gonna make it to Tank. Dude got a belt for a
wait a
reason.
minute, you think that's a guaranteed win for Tank?
I mean, shit, if he make it to Tank, he might have. He ain't gonna make it to Tank, nigga. He ain't gonna make it, bro. How many years this nigga ain't fought?
Man, that's Manny motherfucking Pacquiao. You don't think he making it?
What was the last year of his last fight?
I don't know how long he been out the ring right now.
Was it Floyd or was it somebody after Floyd?
Pacquiao's last fight.
Oh yeah, this is disrespectful. Complex be on some bullshit, boy. I tell you.
What happened?
I was just scrolling through. Just got an alert on my phone. So Complex has a top 50 all-time LA rapper list. 50 best LA rappers of all time ranked.
Is the game on there?
I didn't get that far up, but they got Everlast from House of Pain ranked above Crooked Eye, King Crooked.
Damn.
He got Evidence from Dilated People directly above King Crooked.
Damn.
They got Ab Soul. Okay, that's interesting.
Bro,
Will I Am.
Ab Soul is absolutely trash to me, man.
They got Lady of Rage number 41 above King Crooked, Ab Soul, and Will I Am.
Rage should be on there though.
You want Rage from the dog pile? The chick Rage, nigga, that's what you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, they
God
got Mac 10 at number 37. They
to
got
the
Cash from the Alcoholics at 36.
If Sibo ain't on there, I'm about to cut this stream off.
Yeah, Sibo definitely should be on there.
And Yuck Mouth better be on there.
Okay, they got Razzcast number 33. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's too far down for him for the West Coast, bro. That's crazy.
They got
Who's
Yo-Yo
the
above
number one?
Razzcast and Mac 10 and Dub C at 31.
Who would y'all say Who is the number 1 through 3? Who's the 1, 2, and 3 for West Coast?
I'm getting there. I'm just Roddy Ricch is number 28.
That's nuts.
That's way too low.
Daz is number 27.
Come on, man.
No, he had a good spot. He's at a good spot.
Doja Cat 26.
Yes, Daz.
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat is above Daz.
Wow. Listen. Tiger is number 25.
He made it. Okay.
You got this on the screen. Capone, LA top 50 LA rappers, because this is going. Drakeo the Ruler is number 24.
So are these really just LA rappers, or are these all West Coast
all
motherfuckers?
LA rappers.
Wait, just LA. That's why, Steve. No, everybody on there is not from LA.
Okay, they got Warren G at number 20. I'm gonna have to call him on this one.
I should call him right now.
I'm gonna have to call the regulator on this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of them motherfuckers don't sound like they're from LA, bro.
What they got him at? What they
number
got him
20.
At, Jack?
Number 20.
Made the top 20.
So they got Dom Kennedy above Dub. They got Sugar Free above Dub. That's crazy. Schoolboy Q.
Sugar Free definitely ain't from LA.
No, I guess they mean LA or LA centric.
That gotta be California, period. West Coast.
Hold on, I'm finna call Dub right now.
Sugar Free from the Bay.
Got YG above Dub. Exhibit.
Damn. Exhibit from Detroit. That's great.
The Game is number 11.
But he said he represent the West because that's where he at. So,
Nipsey is number 10. Easy E is number 9.
Did you say Pimp C?
No, I said Nipsey is number.
Oh, Nipsey.
I said The Game is 11. Nipsey
Okay.
is 10. Easy E is number 9. Be Real is number 8. That's I ain't too mad at that. Ice T is number 7.
Respect.
DJ Quick is number 6. Tyler the Creator is number 5.
Damn, so out of place.
Dr. Dre is number 4.
Is it done?
Dr. Dre is number 4 on this list.
It only leave a couple people.
You know who they left. Ice Cube is number 3. So the other two got to be Pac and Snoop. Snoop is number 2.
Then Kendrick, huh?
Actually, Kendrick is number 1.
Yeah, that's what I said. Then Kendrick, you thought it was gonna be Pac. He been dead too long, nigga. Kendrick just took over.
The best so I guess they don't consider Tupac a LA rapper. And this
wasn't he from the East Coast?
Yeah, so is Exhibit though. Technically, Exhibit ain't necessarily from, you know what I'm saying, the West Coast, but you know, he moved out there and repped it. So Pac should have got his just due.
Yo, this is really crazy. And I look under related news. Larry Hoover Jr. thanks Ye for helping secure father's commuted prison sentence. See, telling you, Kanye gonna get a lot of cool points back for that one. That was a good look for him. That might be a part of him repairing his image.
Ain't that them niggas that Kanye had was moving with anyway? They said he was moving with some top G's from Chicago anyway. That's, you know what I'm saying? Why he can move how he moved. So he was already connected. He better have did his thing, or he wouldn't have been connected no more. Shit.
But you know what though? It'll probably be wise for Hoover when he get out to not fuck with Ye though.
Why not?
Because and Jack, your camera froze. But
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
But because you might have to leave and come back on.
No, I'm good.
Because he's saying he's saying no, but I'm saying he's saying a lot of shit about Jewish, but he might. I think that Hoover runs for governor or for mayor of Chicago. Within a year, I think Hoover gonna run for the mayor of Chicago. I mean, and I think he would win overwhelmingly.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think he overwhelmingly wins if he runs for mayor of Chicago.
He might could do some positive shit too. You know what I'm saying? He might could do some real good shit around there for real,
You
for real.
think
So
you think if he becomes mayor, you think he hires back Lori Leftfoot or Lightfoot, whatever her name is?
Nah, Lori gone, man. I think
She a popular?
if he comes in, I mean, what better way to do some kind of gang reform than bring the voice in? You know what I mean? That'd be good for that. That would be good for Chicago, but
yeah, that's
it
probably
wouldn't
why
be
it ain't
good
gonna happen, man. That's
wouldn't be
crazy
good
too.
for him to take a bunch of pictures with Kanye West and then try that. That's the point I'm making.
Man, they make a lot of money off them bodies they drop in Chicago, man. They don't want nobody to come out and stop the violence.
Yeah, that's a fact. But I wonder how far that will go. But that's my point, though, is that Ye getting all of this. Dog, he out here saying NATO. The man said he watched porno with his little cousin and then gave him head
Yeah, that
until he
nigga
was
got pain
14.
inside. He got a lot of pain inside. That nigga is hurt, bro. For
Yeah,
real.
that's crazy.
Then he said he feels because his cousin went to prison for murder. He said he feel like the reason why he went to prison for murder was because he kept doing that to him.
Man,
Hey,
hey,
listen,
look, you
now
know
he's
how many
somewhere in
niggas
prison.
at home right now about to die with that information on their brain that they would never ever tell nobody that shit? He needed that. He needed that clarification. He needed to
But
clear his
listen,
nigga.
and then I
Shit
seen
on his
you don't
conscience.
remember that Red Man clip where Red Man was like, "Fuck Kanye West," and I was at Diddy party and opened the bathroom
That was
door.
actually Method Man.
Yeah, Method Man. He was like, I opened the door at Diddy's power. He was in there giving somebody head, faggot. Hey, I didn't say that. That's a quote from somebody else. Bleep that
Wow.
out. Bleep that out.
Yeah, I don't condone any hate speech of any sort.
Hey,
He went off script.
man, can you consider that hate speech if it was the truth, though? You know, I mean, it ain't slander or hate if a nigga just tell the truth. Shit, he popped the door open. Nigga was in there giving the nigga head. Shit.
It's one thing talking about the action, but it's the word that the inflammatory, the colorful word that
Okay. Right,
is
right,
so hurtful.
Yeah,
right.
Method Man need to chill on that. But look. I can't never look at Kanye the same again after he said that, how he said it. And then after Meth said that just was crazy to me. That he didn't, and he had y'all out here wearing slave shoes. That's crazy.
Man. And bum clothes, bro.
Man, I
He
can't.
selling thermos with the holes in them for 1,300, bro.
How did the clothes get so ugly that
They
kids
said,
wear?
motherfucker said the nigga was a genius. Yeah, he really was, though. That nigga made millions, then in billions off of the worst. Like, he made niggas dress like bums, bro. That shit's crazy.
They took a regular New Balance and heated up a bunch of rubber, and then stepped in the rubber and left all the rubber on the shoe, and that's the New Balance that everybody wearing.
Yeah, and the motherfuckers cost like shit, like $6 to make. That plastic injection shit, nigga. I worked in a factory making shit like that, nigga. That shit don't take no money to make at
I was
all.
in prison for a minute, and you was free, Taz, when all this tight clothes shit came out. Was you out here running around the spandex and shit too? I never
Spandex, my
asked
nigga.
you.
Come
I
on,
never
bro.
asked you. I never asked you. I don't
Spandex, though,
know.
my nigga. That's going a little too far with the scenario, nigga. You really asked me if I
Yeah,
was wearing
no,
spandex, my
Well, not
nigga?
spandex, but stretchy jeans. Niggas started wearing
Never.
stretchy jeans while I was
As
away.
you got to ask him, was a dude named Miguel shaving his head in prison?
Actually, it was. My barber name was Miguel.
That's
And
crazy.
the little Dominican. Actually, it was a Dominican nigga. Them niggas had your beard so cold,
Hold your head, don't move.
bro. They
While I
coming in
shave
there
your
with the
head.
razor like
Okay,
fine
papi.
print. That's
Okay,
the best
papi.
my
Man,
beard ever looked. I
You
thought
want to
look,
about
shave?
going
nigga.
back to
You want to
prison to get
shove
my
the
beard
edges
done.
around it, papi? What you want? What you want?
Nigga, it's hard to find pants and shit like that now because of that shit. They make everything skinny jeans. I damn near gotta wear Carhartts and work pants if I want to wear jeans, nigga. I
Now
feel
they got
comfortable.
skinny
Shit is
joggers.
crazy. Yeah, man, that's it. Yeah.
Cars is not really fashionable anymore. But I
No,
feel
they not.
so you just
They're not.
gotta, it's like we was talking. You gotta have that '90s feel.
Yeah, I'm trying to be comfortable. You
Yeah, the
feel me?
90s
I
might
can't
have been
wear
the
that
best
tight
fashion
ass shit,
era.
my nigga.
You might as well get some Jabos or something, man, and bring them shit
I
back.
got a pair of them.
I'll put some Jabos on right now.
I
Hey,
just don't wear
listen,
them bitches, but there's some
listen,
around
the
here.
kids wearing Jabos again.
I believe it, nigga. They selling that Fat Farm shit on eBay for like 300
Yeah,
pair of pants and shit. That
you
shit
know how I
crazy.
always show you my nephew that signed the Boosie that be rapping. I'll be playing the shit on. I played the shit on here a couple times.
Yeah.
This is dad.
Oh,
For sure.
Yeah.
that's what's
His
up.
name SBE Taz, and this is Big Taz NATO. That was a part of
Big
me and
Taz.
him rap together. Yeah. This actually is probably the third coldest rapper in the world, but I ain't getting into that because I ain't got time for this New York.
We're gonna have amateur night soon, and you know, let
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna be on there. He not gonna be on amateur night. He ain't amateur.
Okay, bro.
We need to have
I got
professional night, nigga. If he coming
some
on.
bars. We can put some bars out there whenever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you forgot you had a viral video rapping, sitting in a chair off of Fifth.
Yeah.
That bitch had.
Yeah.
I want to say it had 1 million clicks, but I don't want to lie.
No, I wasn't nowhere near that, my nigga. I don't think it reached over. I don't think it reached over 10,000 to be for real. You know what I'm saying? But it was on YouTube.
That's still a lot, though. That's
Not
still
YouTube.
listen, man.
Not
You know,
YouTube.
Jack
It
rap
was,
too. I gotta let you hear some of Jack music too.
That's
I did that geeked up
He rap
freestyle.
about-
You know what I'm saying?
he
Off that
nice
geeked
though.
up beat.
He like a prostitute type of rapper.
Oh, really?
Hey, listen, you listen to his album. If you listen to his album, you can pull up and pour the Plata right now and know where to get everything you need.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll show you the video. I'll show you the video a little later.
Yeah.
Nah, Jack decent though. He got some good.
Yeah, I've been checking y'all out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting a couple of the things I wanted to debate with y'all. I never made it to them though, but you know, I don't got no problem. I'll pull it
do you got a TikTok, or you just keep it to the like Facebook?
Shit. I just keep it to the Facebook at the moment, but you know, I plan on expanding out too. Get out my old man way.
You gotta get out there, man. You gotta unfossilize.
Oh yeah, you know.
You know,
Even the dinosaurs emerged again.
Huh?
Even the dinosaurs emerged again, even though they was just bones.
You know? But no, I'm just saying, like, we'll because we kind of like cut Thursday short, but we're gonna start doing a lot more. You know, these type of conversations like on TikTok and some other platforms is really, you know, on days, you know, Saturdays, Sundays, days we could really like get in.
Before I forget about it, we got to talk about this. I don't want to cut you off, but I got to because you about to tell them our whole scenario and it's top secret. Listen, y'all, Annabelle, y'all familiar?
Oh yeah, the dial. They took that bitch on tour,
and it got free. It's gone. They don't know where it's at.
They don't know where it's at. Yeah, I think they lost it in like Texas or some shit like that.
So listen, when it came through Texas, when it came through New Orleans, them niggas got free out that prison.
Yeah.
And now,
you stupid.
Listen, they told
large too.
Yeah, they caught 8. They caught 8, and you know niggas had their bets in, and I think those two had the best odds. So
that's crazy. Niggas betting on that.
Dog,
talking about the Annabelle doll?
lady who had the lady who had the Annabelle doll.
They took her on tour, bro. Like, what type of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? That's some desperate making money shit right there, where you take a doll that's supposed to be cursed on state to state tour.
Yeah, I'm mad about it because I forgot to pull this clip up, man. The lady who owned it, the Annabelle doll, she's so scared of it. She said, "I don't want to look at it because it can take control of your mind." She said, "Don't ever move it. and never take it out of that case. What they do, they go straight over there, bust the case open, put it in a different case. Dog, a priest from the 1600s had to come bless that. And you let her out and just put her in a regular cigar box? Yeah. You know. Yeah,
we're about to have calamity among us.
Right, and then they make it to one of the stops, and then they come back to the box and realize that the dial is gone.
They blessed the box, but the Pope who did it was the same one that was fucking with the kids, so that shit don't count.
Yeah. All right, so do you think that some supernatural shit happened with the doll, or do you think somebody just stole that bitch?
Well, no matter what, I think if you want to go down conspiracy road for a minute, and let's just say the doll really is. I don't care if it's evil or not. Would you let that? How much money would they have to pay you to let that box with that doll and that light sit in your living room for 24 hours while you sleep in the house?
Like, I don't know.
You'll do it for 10 bands?
Fuck no. The doll itself make more money than that, my nigga. Why the fuck would I let it in my house?
Okay, for $1 million, would you house the Annabelle doll in your house?
Nah.
In perpetuity?
Nah, nigga. Nah. I ain't gonna front.
$1 million a day?
Nah, just $1 million. You gotta have it in your house.
Nigga said in perpetuity.
Forever.
I know what perpetuity means.
In case you didn't, I know you dark skinned, so
oh wow.
I might have to explain to you twice.
He's disrespectful with that shit.
Nah, he be fucking with me with the white shit, with the light skin shit. I gotta hit him back every now and again. Yeah.
Now you look like a perfectly boiled potato.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I won't go say shit about all I can see is a hat and lips because you my man.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Nuts, man.
You over that bitch looking like Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z with a hat.
Yeah, I don't watch that.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Listen, I'm like, we just talked about this last night with Elliot Jess. I'm like a 30-year champ. Scoring cap champ. We called it capping here. Y'all, they say capping is lying now. Capping us was scoring, which was, I don't know what y'all called it in New York.
Oh yeah, the dozens. Yep, the dozens.
What y'all call it, Jones?
Jones and used to be Jones and too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like a 30-year champ.
And back in the day,
Naptown niggas call it Big Freeze and all them. They call it Jones.
If a motherfucker walk up on you, start talking about your mom or your shoes and shit, he was capping on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, capping.
That's what it was.
Dissing.
Dissing. Yep. There you go, right there.
You know.
Dissing.
What was the point you was trying to go to, Capone?
Yeah.
I'm a 30-year champ. Don't play no games.
At Jonesing with niggas.
Don't play 0 games with me. I'm too cold. But listen, you didn't see me do this shit on the internet. You know, we've been on the internet tearing niggas to pieces for a long time.
Hey Jack, when I met this nigga Al the first time, I was with the nigga Elliot Jess, right? We coming through the alley. You know what I'm saying? The nigga Elliot Jess is motherfucking my cousin. So we coming through the motherfucking alleyway. The nigga Elliot Jess he was just talking about.
Okay.
We come through the alley. They bump into each other. They immediately just start talking about each other, mama, nigga. Mind you, nigga, this is my aunt, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm looking at this nigga like, so when is we about to fuck this nigga up? You know what I'm saying? Right. These niggas shake hands. These niggas shake hands and laugh. He give me that one last glance, like, who are you? I'm looking back at him the same way, and we walk off. I'm like, who the fuck was that? He was like, oh man, that was just Capone. I'm like, y'all do that every time y'all see each other? He said, every time. I'm like, that's just crazy, bro. That's just stupid. How y'all just get every time, no matter where y'all at, y'all just automatically start disrespecting each other, mom and shit, and then be like, all right, man, have a good day, and then just peel off. I couldn't do that, bro.
Y'all pull up to each other, you be like, yo, where my baby at, or some shit like that.
Nah, he came to my crib, took his shoes off. I asked him how'd he get enough dirt on there to make them leather. Hey, listen, my wife has a question.
You gonna put her on the mic?
She said, what's the best all-time starter verse?
In a
From anybody?
Anybody.
I already know what Taz's gonna say.
Put that question on the screen.
Supreme Neck Protector. Yeah, that's what you think it is.
Nah, I'm definitely not thinking that.
We roam cellular phones.
It's
Yeah,
it's
it
too,
might be expected that.
it's too many of them for you to pick one though. You got to narrow it down to like a group or something. You can't just
My
say
wife
from
said that
everybody.
too.
Obama, Atomically, Socrates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She thinks she a real hip hop head.
Yeah,
I could start a bunch. I could start a bunch of them though. Shit, I want a palace with my thugs, with Oriental rugs. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking Styles P shit. That was that was
trying to
classic.
say earlier that Styles wasn't nice. Come on, man. Your man just said a Styles verse.
Oh man, come on, man. Styles P, the Mr. Invincible album. Niggas sleeping on him, bro.
But actually,
the all-time best verse starter.
That verse didn't start the song. So are
No, I
you
did
talking
start the song.
about a verse that
You're
starts
right.
the song, or just the
It's gotta
opening
start.
lines of a verse?
It's gotta start it. It's gotta start it. It's gotta start.
Yeah. So you gotta go with
She say first off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim.
That's one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How about
Definitely.
this?
Motherfuckers can't take out
Call me
one.
baby Jesus, because Lady O's are praising me.
You ain't no friend of mine. You ain't no friend of mine. You ain't no kin of mine. So what you think? Then
I know you didn't put a 50 Cent.
Nah, why not?
Oh yeah, that nigga crazy.
Come on,
do that again.
I've been watching 50 his boy. He likes 50. He fuck with 50, bro.
50. I just had one too.
My brain going off into my own shit. I'm trying to think of some popular shit.
I used to have bad luck. Now you might see me in a Jag truck, mad stuck, either with a dime or a bad duck. Double RT with the matching bandana. 38 snub blue steel with no hammer. What? And I see your niggas try to glance at the kids.
I got one you like.
Hold advance on my wrist. Boning your women, drunk off Coronas.
Is that Mace?
Yeah, that was Kiss, man.
When I admit my first thought was the trick.
No.
You look so good.
Hell no, bro.
Repeating that one.
Oh, y'all don't like Biggie now. Now y'all don't like Biggie.
I never liked that.
The Dangerous. Ain't too many can't bang with us. Straight up, we know Angel does. Label us notorious.
What about?
Yeah, I mean that's one. That's definitely one. That might be top 5.
Don't you all go with niggas that are kidnap kids?
None of them is started. He just throwing shit out there on some asshole shit.
That's a Biggie verse. Never mind.
Yeah, everybody know that's a Biggie verse, nigga. Never like that shit either.
Something over the bridge. That's how it is.
Yeah, here we go, man.
No, I'm gonna give you the real Biggie verse that I really fuck with though. Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning, wiping the cold out my eyes. See who's this paging me and why?
You didn't say wiping the cold. You said wipe the cold.
Told me he was at the game. Heard the fly. That might be one of the coldest.
No, you better not fuck up no Biggie verse, nigga. He was mad about that shit. He said wiped the cold. Wipe, not wiped. White, nigga. Just wipe.
Wipe the cold from my eye.
Yeah, you put an ED on it. That wasn't on there. That's what Jack said.
Yeah, you got me.
Jack, did you know Biggie, Jack?
Nah.
You ever be like in the same building he was in?
I live. Why? I see all my verses is gonna be Jadakiss or Locks version, honestly, because
so that's your favorite group.
The way that they started songs, I'm thinking about the Dope Money verse. Damn.
I thought Mobb Deep was the best. You ain't got no Mobb Deep ones?
So all my killers and my $100. Damn.
No, you know what you gotta use.
What?
Come on, Rocky in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. Start it off.
I don't like that one.
Silk ones?
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I don't like that as a start of it. That's the greatest rap song of all time. I don't think I like that.
That is not the great. That is not the greatest rap song of all time. Sad. You let him say that?
I think Autumn had it better with the Triumph. That's a better all time song than Shook one.
You
Than
think
the one he
Triumph is better than fucking Shook Ones?
fuck yeah.
No. Are
You
you
you think
crazy?
you think you can go overseas and play Shook ones and the
My
motherfucking
nigga,
stadiums is gonna go
if
crazy?
you play,
You can go anywhere and
so
play
my kilos on my
Triumph.
nigga, if you play that shit anywhere in the world, niggas know what the fuck that is. They don't know Triumph everywhere.
You think that Mobb Deep is a bigger group than Wu Tang, my nigga?
Facey, man.
You really think that Mobb Deep is a bigger group than Wu Tang, bro?
I think it's an unfair comparison because it's like 15 niggas versus 2. But I think that Shook Ones is definitely, if not the most important or most notable rap song of all time, is definitely in the top 5 and is not 5.
I mean, I would say that Outkast is almost as big as a group as Wu Tang, and they only got 2 people.
Name
They
me
only got 2 people.
Name me 4 more records that's more important than Shook One, or more notable or recognizable in hip hop.
Okay. Oh, you said one. Motherfucker, Mama Said Knock You Out by Cool J.
I'm from Queens, and that is not more recognizable than fucking Shook Ones. Next.
Oh, to you, because you a young nigga though. You a young nigga.
I'm Queens, my nigga.
Walk this way by
motherfucking. It's not more recognizable than Shook Ones.
Walk this way by motherfucking Run DMC.
That is not more recognizable than Shook Ones.
Juicy.
Oh my, you don't know what type of shit made history then. Them songs made history, my nigga. Okay.
That's
listen, in his mind, Jack, in your mind, you're a little delusional. Shook Ones ain't that big of a song, dog.
Juicy, that's something in the conversation. Because
Shook Ones
when they hear,
if you go to LA, niggas don't know Shook Ones.
You're fucking
Ain't
no niggas in LA fucking with Shook Ones.
I'm about to end this shit abruptly because y'all niggas
Oh wow.
I can't wait. Dub finna call me back and I'm finna answer the phone asking how many times you listen to Shook Ones out there in LA. He gonna say once and never again.
My nigga, Shook Ones, well, at least, and I don't know about, definitely not in Atlanta, but I know I've heard Shook Ones. Well, definitely in New York, Shook Ones is played at every party in New York. Any party, any club night that you go to, unless it's like a Caribbean club, a Caribbean, a specific, like a rave or something like that. I think I've even heard Shook Ones in a motherfucking rave. Crazy.
Was what?
A rave, Shook Ones.
All right, well, we see that type of shit, then we gotta go to shit like ain't nothing but a G thing. You know what I'm saying?
How about Regulators?
That's getting played. Regulators, that's getting played everywhere. That's definitely getting played.
Way bigger than that.
It's definitely getting played.
It was a big record.
And this DJ B Warren G, that too, them too.
But this is what I'm saying to you. Now you glazing right now. That's my point. You glazing now.
But that's a fact, though. That's one of the biggest records of all time, though. That gets to get played everywhere.
With Shook Ones, when you hit word up, son, you know what song it is. You don't have to think about it. You instantaneously know what song that is.
Everybody don't know that song, though.
These other songs you talking about, you got to get 15, 20 seconds into the song to be like, all right, cool, yeah, I know what that is.
If I go get some kids,
this album's dedicated. Like when you start hearing the chords, you know Juicy.
Ain't no kids heard Shook Ones, nigga. That's for old niggas. Ain't no kids heard Shook Ones. None.
Niggas is crazy.
Man, if you talk to these young niggas, they wouldn't believe none of the shit we saying right
now.
Drake got 10 songs better than Shook Ones, but we ain't gonna go there because I'm a Drake fan.
Okay, the next one, good. Let me go talk some shit to Matt.
Look at him. Hey, where we at? What time is it? Oh yeah, it's about that time.
All right, so we're gonna drop some jewels, or what we gonna do? I gotta get my milk and cookies and all that.
You say you got all you need. You got to go get you some warm milk.
Yeah.
That shit still make you sleepy.
Just a tad bit. I went to Trader Joe's and got me some JoJo's, so I gotta,
Well, listen, I was talking to one of my homies about moving back here and being a responsible dad to the kids that he has here. I ain't gonna put his name out there, but the moral of the story is, man, ain't shit out there going on in life more important than having your kids and being with your family. Y'all niggas gonna soon find out these people that you hanging with don't really fuck with you. They not gonna write you. They, you know what I mean?
Why you putting Melvin Broadneck's business out there like that, man? I'm telling that nigga, you fucked up for that, man. That ain't good, man. He
I
gonna
don't
watch
even
this.
know him. I don't even know that person.
He gonna watch this, bro. I just
The
thought
moral of the story is be a dad, be a father, be a dad and a father.
Be a
I
dad.
know who you talking about, though. You know that ain't the person, but I know who you talking about. That's important, bro.
Be a dad, not a dick, or don't be a dick, be a dad.
You can do it that way too. You can do it that way too.
Everybody can be a father,
kids is important. Take care of them, man.
Everybody can be a father, but everybody can't be a dad, bro.
While I'm saying this, at least one of my kids clicked this podcast. Like, nigga, you don't even call me. So I'll be doing the same shit y'all be doing, just ignoring them little motherfuckers. But at least get 2 or 3 of them and take care of them. Fuck it.
Why would you lie?
I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit.
And whatever you do, don't be like Travis Hunter.
Oh wow! Oh, you want to slide that in?
I want to talk about that on Saturday because I want to get a couple of females on the panel and talk about that simp shit.
He autistic, ain't he?
I don't know what he is.
I think he yag.
What?
I think he yag.
I don't know what that means.
Why?
So he using her as a beard.
She's the beard. She a fucking goatee.
Did you see how he walked up to that? They showed him walking up to one of a football player who was practicing. I thought it was Glorilla's cousin or with her or something, but the way he was moving up there, he was boneless. That's all I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. So just ending the show, who do you think is more yaggier, him or Cat?
Cat. You ever heard his voice when they play his voice?
I gotta see how many points he had tonight, though.
Odell Beckham.
Oh shit. Odell Beckham, that little clip with him and yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, y'all, thanks for joining us. Y'all make sure, man, we coming on Thursdays between 8 and 9.
Sometime.
To join us. We had Taz Nato on here. Good looking for coming up.
Till next time, for sure. Thanks for having me.
That big eye on your wall back there, that shit is real tantalizing.
He in the witchcraft. He in the witchcraft.
I ain't gonna get into all of that. You feel me? Why would I be? I would not be like a wizard or a warlock or something. This nigga said I'm in.
He a warlock.
You a Dungeons and Dragons ass nigga?
None of that shit, nigga. What the fuck?
All
right, we're gonna get the replays up and let's
all right, man. Until next time, man.
Yeah.
Shovak Bokara.
What?